Hello, everyone. Eddie here, and today what I want to talk about is role playing games and why everyone should do them. Besides being awesomely fun, they're really beneficial for you. They can help with creativity, your imagination, problem solving. I could just rattle on things on and on and on. There's so many things that role playing does to help someone. And what I wanted to do was kind of share a little story because when I did create this channel, I didn't just necessarily want to talk just about politics. I just want to talk about all things in general. But with today's headlines and everything going on, I felt that I need to talk about some other things. So it's kind of nice to talk about something that I have a passion for. So the first thing is what I want to show you is actually the game that I play, which is Pathfinder Second Edition. My friends and I play a lot of variety. Well, we used to play a lot of variety of games, but now we simply play Dungeons and Dragons 5e, or I actually am the Dungeon Master for Pathfinder Second Edition. And so that is, for those of you who don't know, those are the two big giants in the game world. Like everyone knows Dungeons and Dragons, and then Pathfinder is kind of like a offshoot of Dungeons and Dragons, but tweaked a little bit to be a little bit better in my opinion. So going with the story, about in 2019, I asked a group of my friends that I want to do a decades long campaign and that I want to meet like every other month, and we would actually game, and I want to take their characters from level 1 to the max level, level 20, with a climactic event going on. And so of course they agreed, and we got to playing. And so then when the pandemic hit, we were playing over what's called Roll 20. We were actually doing it before, and let me show you what Roll 20 is. We were using Roll 20. It's an online system that, think of it like Zoom but for gamers, where you can actually see your tokens, roll your dice, input your character sheets. And so what I came up with, what my game is actually called the Heroes of Abilene. And what the heroes focus on are low level characters slowly rising in power, making connections until we get to that climactic event. Now, this is where I'm going to actually kind of deviate a little bit and share the story that I have. So, on last Saturday, we got together for my game, and it had been about 6 or so months. And so, some people were having technical problems, and we are working through that. So over the course of the discussion, as we're waiting to get started, we start talking politics, everything that's going on, how federal employees are having a hard time, just how everything is just like crazy since this new administration has came on board. And a couple of times I chuckled and said, well, we sure did bring down the mood as we were all kind of quiet. But, we were just having a normal discussion. It just felt like we were hanging out. So when the game got to going, I actually had an encounter for them where they were actually fighting cave trolls. And so they were special trolls that I had worked on before we had actually got to the encounter, but I believe Roll 20 had some type of update and it gobbled up my changes. So some of the abilities and special effects I had did not work. But, rolling with the punches, I continued on, and we played the game, and we were going for it. And it was actually a really tough encounter. So uh, what I did is I actually took a screenshot of them actually fighting one of the creatures. Well, actually, it was the three cave trolls. And during this, during this encounter, I was looking at how the party was lined up, and I made, of course, a little nerd joke saying that, this would be awesome if a fireball went straight through you, or a lightning bolt straight down this single file line, as you had one player really holding his own, trying to keep the rest of the party from getting hit, but he was taking massive amount of damage. So it was just really fun, and it took the players to the brink of their abilities. And when the session was over with, they were they were pumped up about the game. They were excited about the game, and what really, the point that I really want to get across was that after that was over, for those just 4 hours, I had so much fun, and I actually laughed really hard. We just had a good time hanging together and not thinking about all the craziness going on in the world. And so what it brought me back was to the roots of why I actually picked up and started playing role playing games. Gives you just a brief moment to escape reality and just enjoy a fantastical world. And so I would recommend everybody tries a little role playing, or just some hobby with everything that's going on. Get to know some people. Maybe you have some friends that you haven't been in contact with in a while. Find something that you guys share in common and do that, because we're all going to need a little breather. And I truly believe role playing is a great form of self care for people. It gives you a chance to escape reality and have fun. And so this is one of those things where I think that, we have to take care of ourselves. And there's nothing wrong with doing it with friends as well. At any rate, it's just my opinion. Love to hear your comments in the comment section, or what games you actually play. And if you keep watching these videos, I'll keep creating them. Thanks.